Hey gang, we are at Green Hills Memorial Park here in the Los Angeles area. This is Rancho Palos Verdes, and we're here to visit the grave of a special man, a hardworking man who came to this country back long time ago, and tragic incident happened in 2012 that we're going to talk about. And it's just one of those stories that it's very tragic. I'm going to give you a warning. It's kind of a horrific story. It's shocking. The reason I wanted to come here, we're going to pay respects to a man named Jose Melena, is because I think there's some injustice still even to this day on what happened after this horrific incident. So let's take a walk. He's buried down right by the highway, so we're going to walk in this area. I'll tell you the story and then we'll go visit his grave. But yeah, he worked for a company called Bumblebee Foods. Now, he came here to the United States. He and his wife Maria came from Mexico, and they were very hard-working people. 6 children, and all Jose wanted to do was give his family, his kids, a better life here in the United States of America. Like many who came here and still come. Well, someone here or something did not treat him so well. Here's what happened. It was Thursday, October 11th, 2012. Now, Jose was responsible for loading the 54-inch by 36-inch long ovens of this company, this Bumblebee seafood company. And they had these big ovens, and they'd load them with these metal baskets full of tuna cans. They were basically big pressure cookers. He went in there. It was at the start of his day at the 4 a.m. shift, October 11th, 2012. Jose was ordered by his supervisor to load one particular oven. Sometime before 5 a.m., he entered the oven to make a repair or to adjust a chain inside the machine, leaving the pallet jack that he was using outside the oven. And at that time, while he was in there, another employee came by, noticed the unused pallet jack sitting there, and he made the assumption that Jose had gone to the bathroom. So what did he do? Well, he shut the door, he hit the switch, turned on the machine to load the oven with tuna. And basically, I think the way the machine worked is it would drop all the tuna in, I don't know, 12,000 pounds or something crazy, and then like a pressure cooker. So I want you to imagine if you were in there, if you were Jose, I mean, you'd be scrambling for the door. You'd be trying to open the door. You can only imagine what he was going through, what he was thinking, banging, screaming. But the factory there's just so much noise, so much going on, it would be drowned out, any screams or anything. So just horrific, because he was cooked alive. He was cooked alive. Well, the boss started coming around, said, "Hey, where's Jose?" Nobody could find him. Like, is he gone? Did he go home? No. His truck's still in the parking lot. He's got to be here somewhere. And then somebody said, "Hey, maybe you should check the oven. Maybe we should check the oven." Well, they opened the oven and Jose was right by the exit. Obviously, he was trying to get out. Firefighters pronounced Jose dead at the scene. Yep. Now what happens? Everybody's in shock, horror. Imagine what the family's going through. Horrendous. Well, in August of 2017, after some 5 years, they did prosecute 2 of the Bumblebee Foods employees. That is the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, for this act of negligence. And I'm not going to, their names are published. I am not going to give their names. You know, one was 47 years old. I mean, these were hardworking people, immigrants also. And they didn't do it on purpose. You know, it was an accident. I feel bad for them because they have to live with that the rest of their lives. It's punishment enough, but they were punished. Fines, pretty big fines, community service, no jail time. But the company, you have to look at the company and say, I mean, the whole conditions, the archaic conditions that they had there, that's who's responsible. That's who's to blame. Things have to change, and changes were made. The state's attorney's office, credit them, really got involved. They prosecuted the case, and there was a settlement made by Bumblebee Foods and the parent company, I think, the Tuna company. I forget the name, but most of it Bumblebee Foods. And basically it was, they only got fined $74,000. $74,000, are you kidding me? And then on the side, there was like, okay, Bumblebee Foods takes $6 million. You gotta take $6 million bucks, and you're gonna take like half of that, and you're gonna basically reinvest in their own company, update the equipment, new equipment, better equipment, video cameras, safety programs, blah, 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 blah. $3 million bucks, great. Okay, that's good though. But, you know, reinvesting the company. And the reason I'm saying that, I want to put this in perspective, because another $1.5 million of that went to reimbursing all the investigations, the state of California, the city, everything, you know, prosecution of this whole case and getting to the settlement. And then they took $1.5 million and they said, well, that's what we'll give the family. And this is where I think, and this is my personal opinion, and even the family may not agree with me, I don't know, but $1.5 million. Now you can't bring Jose Melena back to the family. I get that. But you look at settlements today, by comparison, 10, 20, 30, $100 million settlements for some of this stuff. And I can only ask, immigrant family? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. But if you have 6 children, you have Maria, that's 7 people, do the math, $200,000-ish per person for the rest of your life. You are in a life sentence. Not only has your loved one died, they died horrifically, and you're gonna just be reminded of that every day and think about the horror. It's torture, you're scarred. As I've always said, it's a life sentence. And I think Jose and Maria's youngest son is now, at the time he was a year away from graduating from college to be a police officer, and I'm sure he's doing great things, but they're raising a family and you're living with this. It's $200,000. Peanuts, I say. Well, it's your typical corporate America running like rats from a sinking ship, scuttling away responsibility. It's all about the balance sheet, and hell with the employees. This company is $170 some million annual gross production, 1,500 employees. Do you think you could take care of the family of the guy who was working so hard for you, that you and your company, disgusting machinery, archaic, killed him horrifically? Anyway, Bumblebee Foods and all of that, you should be ashamed of yourselves. But it's a big corporation owned by other big companies now. Nobody cares. It's all forgotten. Who cares? Peanuts for the family. Peanuts. All right, that's enough of my rant. Let's go to Jose's grave and pay our respects. We are at Jose's grave. October 8th, 1950 to October 11th, 2012. And there you see a prayer. Well, I got to tell you all, we lost a great man on October 11th, 2012. This country lost a great man. All he wanted to do was make a better life for his children, his family. And Jose, you did that. He did that. May you never be forgotten. And rest in peace.